He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
Oh boy, we're going pretty fast. $36.5. I just started the ride. This is a fast bike. YouTube, what's up? Stonebraker does stuff. And I never started a video out with a just a full on speed, do what you gotta do. So that was pretty interesting. But today is Monday, August 18th, 2025. And it has been about a week, I think actually over a week, since the last video that I posted to the channel. And it's about 7 p.m. today, so more than likely this is going to go up Tuesday the 19th. Probably a little light editing, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, so first thing, I am sunburnt. I don't know if you guys can get a little shot of my knees here. Let's see if we can maybe position this just right. But if you guys can see my knees and my legs there, yeah, I don't know if that's the best view for you guys. If you like middle-aged white legs, sunburnt, then yeah, maybe you're good to go. But so I don't know if I had raised the seat on this bike a little bit or whatever. I don't know why, but the mirrors and everything are out of alignment, and I feel like I'm a little higher, so I'm trying to remember why that is. I did take this bike out last night for a little bit, rode it, and I let someone ride the EBIKE Ranger because, you know, I'm getting to that point where thinking about selling the EBIKE Ranger and possibly selling the Ansky S700. So yeah, you know, the Ansky, the perfect beginner's bike that I've got like 70 miles on and I bought like a month ago. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell it and probably sell the EBIKE Ranger. So I had a guy come and look at the EBIKE last night, fell in love with it. Was a trucker, so he was I think realistically, I think he just wanted to come and test out an e-bike, really, because he said he's always wanted to ride one, and you know, you can't go to stores that sell e-bikes and be like, hey, can I just test it out? You know, they're not gonna let that. So but we rode a couple miles. I took the Apus, he had the EBIKE, and any prospective buyers, I'm all about letting them try it, get a feel for the bike, see if they like it or not. So yeah, he really liked it, but he's a truck driver and he said he had to run it by his wife, and so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm in no hurry to sell them. I did a post to a Facebook marketplace and I have had a lot of responses, not a whole lot of responses realistically, but I've had a lot of people mostly trying to trade me stuff that is nowhere near equal value. For example, and I'll just tell you, so the EBIKE Ranger, that bike is $12.99 currently. You'll see it right here. So my EBIKE has 300 miles on it, and I've got the Gub phone holder, I've got the same mirrors, I got a Cloud9 seat that I put on it. I've also got a suspension seat post on that one. New pedals, front bag, and I've got my power bank. So that's about $160 in added accessories. So it does have very, very small chip paint. Ooh, this thing's loud. I still gotta mess with these back brakes here. but very minimal paint damage. It does have the right brake handle. It is broken in half, as you guys have probably seen. I'll put a picture just in case you're new here, but I let somebody borrow it, and his girlfriend was riding it. First time she ever rode an e-bike, and lo and behold, she wrecked it. So they have purchased new brakes for me. So they actually, like, as soon as it happened, they went ahead and bought some new brakes. So I've had those brakes sitting in the box for like 4 months, and I just haven't bothered to replace them because I can still use the right brake. It's just half of it's gone, so I can just use my 2 fingers and squeeze it, no big deal. So I was like including all that, and I priced it, I think, very fairly. The EBIKE Ranger S 1000 watt is a nice e-bike, and as I said, it's currently $12.99. So I put it at $700. I feel like very fair. And you know, I had someone want to trade me a PlayStation 5, which you can buy those all day used for, you know, anywhere from $300 to like $350. So no thank you there. I had somebody ask if, and I love when people do this. They said, well, if I come get it today, will you take $300? For $300, I will sell you a, I don't know. I can't think of what I'd sell them. But yeah, for somehow they think that they're doing me a big favor by, hey, I'll come get it today. So how about you just take $300? No, how about you take that $300 and you put another $400 with it, and then you can come get it today. So just stuff like that, typical marketplace, Facebook, online selling kind of stuff. But the guy last night was really interested, and I have a feeling I'll hear back from him. There was another guy I was messaging today who probably lived, I don't know, I'd say an hour away, and we were kind of communicating back and forth. So I'm not urgently trying to sell it. As I mentioned, I'm just kind of posting it, and if people comment on it, then I will comment back. So I was messaging with him, and that kind of stopped. So I'm assuming I'll probably have another message from him at some point. But if I don't, that's okay. So I posted both for sale. I actually do not have the Sky in my possession right now. I am letting a friend borrow it for a week. They were curious about e-bikes, and I said, well, right now I've got 4, and I will let you borrow this Sky S700, the perfect beginner's e-bike, and then you kind of tell me your thoughts. So that is where we stand with that right now. So I'll probably go get that Saturday. I don't think they have any interest really in buying an e-bike. I think they were just kind of curious about an e-bike and riding an e-bike. So who knows what'll happen. I might sell both of them. I might sell one. I might not sell any. So at this time of year, you know, we're getting towards mid-August, towards the end of August. Realistically, I will probably ride until November. If we get warm days, anything like somewhat warm in November, I'll ride in it. I don't care. But realistically, I like to ride probably till about the end of October. So I kind of count on 8 more weeks, give or take, of riding time. So when we get to that point, I'll have 4 bikes. I can probably put 1 or 2 inside, and then I could probably keep the rest outside. I don't think that would be a huge problem, but you know, I wanted to go straight, but I don't think I can. I think this vehicle wants to go. So we'll see what happens, but I know for a fact that the Mach Wheel Basalt 2.0, that is going to be my go-to bike. And then, you know, with the Apus right here, the Speed Demon that you can probably see, which that's why I wanted to get out here today on the Apus. There is I wanted to see how fast we could go. So This thing tops out right now. Look, I'm going 35, and I'm in gear 6. I'm gonna put it to 7. And yeah, right now it is a little ghost pedaling, but with this bike, it's not crazy to be able to pedal at 30 miles an hour. So I still feel a little weird. Like, look at that, constantly 36.5. By far, this is the fastest bike I've ever had. What I want to do though is I want to see if this is legit 36 and a half. I feel like it's probably not. I feel like it's probably a little slower. And there's a specific spot I want to test out here. So we're going out in the boonies. Curious to see about the battery life on this bike too, because well, there's a car coming right now. We'll let them pass me. We're gonna take a right here. So they're gonna take a right too. We're both going right. One of my first videos I ever did on my very first bike, which was the Iahora X5, I took it out here because, you know, you get an e-bike at first and you want to see how fast it goes, you know, so I took it out here. I don't know if you guys can really see the size of this hill, but once we get up the hill, we'll turn around, come back, and see how fast we can go. And these people are gonna pass me now, thank you. And I think I got to like 33. So I'm gonna bet I'll get the new app I downloaded on here. I'm gonna bet we can reach all of 37 miles an hour. Like, if we're going down this hill, I don't think it'll be a problem. The problem I might have is trying to find this app, because I downloaded it once and I don't know where it went. There it is. All right, I found it. I think I found it. Okay. Version 5.6. That's all right. We're gonna just go to whatever version is free. We'll go to the free version. Okay. Oh, this road is pretty terrible. Is there a way just to get the big speed here? Or we just gotta rock and roll with the little? Okay, that's okay. So right away I'm noticing seems to be about a 3 mile per hour difference between what this says and what the speedometer says here. All right, so we're gonna go up here. We're gonna turn around here. Let's see how fast we can get this big, green, scary, at one time lethal, but now cuddly, comfortable somewhat. I'm still not 100% comfy with the angle. I still feel like I'm kind of leaning over. My arms hurt a little bit, but we'll take it. We will take it. All right. Hopefully we're gonna turn right here. A lot of corn. You guys like corn? Want me to get some corn? I'll send you some corn. Send me a check or money order. I'll get you some corn. We do in Indiana, we do produce the most popcorn, so hey, I'll get you some corn. You can make some popcorn. Corn on the cob. I don't know how to make candy corn out of it, and candy corn is disgusting anyway, so we're gonna skip that. All right, we're gonna turn right here, but there's a couple cars behind me, so we'll kind of slow it up shortly. You know, if I was smart. You know what, I am gonna be smart. Let's not go the hill, let's just take this road. All right, guys, we're gonna do a legit speed test on the Apus M1 Pro. I got it a pedal assist 5, gear 7. I got my sunburn ass. Maybe get a better view here. You see that? Yeah. I got my burnt legs. Hopefully they're gonna be on fire, burning with the speed I'm about to go. So 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. And this bike is not like crazy speed demon. It eventually gets you there, but it's not like crazy. So right now I'm able to pedal with it. 32 miles an hour, 28. I don't know which is legit. We're gonna go with this. So I'm gonna give it a little more power. .36 and a half, 30. All right, we're gonna go throttle now. You guys can see that a little better. So, per the bike, I'm going full throttle. It is just eating up battery though. Wow. All right, let's see what we can get. $35, 36 and a half, 31. All right. So, I don't know really what to think. I feel like this is a little fast, but I feel like that's a little slow. So, we'll just give it a little more throttle here. $30, 33, 28, 33 and a half, huh. So on a flat road, pedaling, giving it all you got, like the Karate Kid, this goes 36.5. I would say maybe 32. Throttle, I will say going that fast on throttle just kills your battery. I think if this had a full battery, probably 32. Yeah, 32, 33. If I was to go down that hill, I feel like we could get above it. I've never seen this go over 36.5. There's people online that are trying to say they've got it to like 40. Like, no, you haven't. I've seen people saying that they've had a separate app and they've got to 40. Like, I don't think so. Maybe if you're going down a big hill and you've got an absolutely fully charged battery and you weigh 12 and a half pounds, maybe. Like, let's do this. This is kind of downhill. This is probably dangerous because there's a lot of sporting events going on right now down here, but hey, why not? Let's live dangerously. All right, so I'm still able to pedal 36.5 on the bike, 32 on the speedometer, 33. And let's slow down before this person pulls out. Yeah, that's safe, lady. Thank you. First off, she ruined my speed test. I feel like we could have got the 34, legit 34. But there is also a chance that I could have not lived 34 minutes after running into the back of the lady's vehicle. So take him and you leave him. And I'm trying, and I don't think I'm doing that good, but I'm trying in this video to not be so talkative and expressive with my hands, because I saw a few comments about that. So I apologize. You know, you guys can't see my face, so this is how I communicate, like wave at you guys. So I'm trying to keep my hands on the handlebars. And man, I feel like I'm going so slow now. Like I've got it in pedal assist 3, and this is right at 16. But I feel like I'm just going way too slow. All right, let's take the right here. So what I would expect though for the videos coming up is I'll probably have a range test, probably on the Apus, because I don't know for sure when I'm getting the AntSky back. Hell, I may not even have the AntSky. So my next video, I probably have some type of update on the two 20-inch folding bikes I have. So I've got my eyes on a couple other bikes. I'll just leave it at that. I think what we'll do is, if I do sell those two bikes, I will be stuck with the two big bikes, the 26x4 tire bikes, and you know, I won't ride that much once we get into the late fall, early winter. So I will probably take the money that I got from selling one of the bikes, if I do sell them again, I don't even know. And I'll probably put it towards another bike. I'm really thinking I want to get something with a really big battery. I'm always trying to get bikes that are different from each other. You know, I've got a 20 by 4 inch folding bike. I got a cadence. So then, okay, I buy another 20 inch by 4 inch bike, and I got a torque sensor. The large bikes, I can't really say that because there's not much difference. Except this is a cadence. Actually, I shouldn't lie. This is still a cadence, even though this is a much better cadence sensor than most of the other bikes I had. And of course, the Mach wheel is just the best thing in the world. But I've never had a bike with like a real big battery, something that I could take out and ride 70 miles. There's a couple ways to get that though. So I could buy a bike, probably looking like anywhere from like maybe 1,600 to 2,000. I could buy a bike that has a battery that will allow me to do that. I've seen a lot of bikes, you know, 15, 1,600 with 60, 50, 40 amp hour batteries. I could do that, or you know, I could just buy, like for example, with the Mach wheel, I could buy a second battery. That Mach wheel's got just under 20 amp hour battery. That would be the cheaper route. You know, spend maybe $500-600 on another battery and double the battery range. So I don't know, but at some point, probably early 2026, you know, when the weather starts getting a little warmer, probably in like late February. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But that is to be determined. And we did determine on this ride that this is the fastest e-bike I've ever had. And I don't want to run this dude over. Is he walking? Is he running? Uh-oh. That was a pretty close call right there. But as I was saying, we have determined that this is by far the fastest e-bike. Even if the speed is a little different, yeah, I think this is still by far the fastest. So Apus did a good job trying to kill you in many ways on this bike. Let's make this a little bit longer video. I'll edit it down for you guys. But one of the things I wanted to do is they have officially opened the portion of this trail that they have been working on for the past couple months. So it might be muddy. If it's that muddy, I don't know. I may have to just do a part of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the first official ride on the complete trail. Now, I've been on it before. You guys have seen it, but it wasn't like fully open yet. And yeah, we'll do that. So might as well. All right, so we're coming up on the finished portion of the circle trail here. It's finally officially a circle. Hallelujah. We've been lying for a decade saying it's a circle trail when it's not completely a circle. So there's a few small things that they still need to add to it, like around the edges and stuff like that. But at least, and it's all paved asphalt. You don't have to worry about cracks, anything. So feels a little slippery, I'm not gonna lie, with the rain we've had. It's crazy for me to think just 3 months ago this was just all woods. This is super nice right here. You gotta watch your speed. Or I gotta watch my speed because I'm not I don't like to live in a wild side. I like to live on the calm, cool, collected, safe side. Nice little turn here. What I would like to see them do is that little trestle right there. I think it'd be cool if they had a mural. Let me speak English. I think it would be cool if they had somebody paint like a mural or something there. There is a town 20 minutes south that just hired a lady to paint one on something just like that, of a boat docking spot where kayaks and stuff can go into the river right here. So I think that would be pretty cool. And I can almost guarantee that we're going to see somebody down here. You see, there's the river entrance. This is so smooth. Yeah, so like, I don't know if they're gonna put grass around the edges here, but I do know that there's still some small things to be finalized. Spring of next year, the trestle, they're gonna redo it and it's gonna be walkable. So I don't know how they're gonna connect it. Somehow they're gonna connect it all. That is the final phase, and that's supposed to be completed in spring of 2026. They got this done really quick. Like I said, it was 3 months ago, all this was just woods. And it was kind of like a week later, they had everything laid out. And of course, the weather slowed them down a little bit. So here's somebody on the trail. He's going that way. I also think up here would be a cool place to have like a mural painted or something underneath the bridge. You know, maybe paint it right there. Maybe paint it right there. That'd be cool. I don't know. Pretty neat, guys. So yeah, all right, hopefully you enjoyed the video. So I was able to get out on the Apus, depending on who you believe. And why did this go sideways like that? I don't know. Depending on if you believe the bike, or this speedometer app, maybe it's somewhere in between. But yeah, fastest bike I've ever had. I need to ride it more. Still not 100% comfy with everything, but it's nice. It's a good bike. It's not going to kill you anymore. If you like this video, you know, comment, give a thumbs up, send me $4,000, you know, whatever you feel like doing, and I will be content. But as always, thank you for spending your time helping me waste my time, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to finish my ride and we'll get this edited.